Hey everybody, TUVlog 14. I'm Chris, this is Tech Uploaded, and this is the Tech Uploaded cat. That's Willie. Right? Tech Uploaded cat? Anyway, I've been sitting in front of my desk a lot, so I thought I'd roam around a little bit and use the little Sony camera. It's really messy in here. This is what happens when I'm out of town for a long time. It gets kind of out of control. Why are you staring at me? Yeah, cat's giving me this weird stare. But anyway, that's what happens when I'm out of town. Because I come home and then it's the weekend and I eat and then I'm busy and it's just, I'm lazy. Let's just be real. I'm lazy when it comes to cleaning and I need to be better. So, I mean, it could be worse, but it's a state of organized dysfunction at the moment. So, yeah. I mean, really, just put it away. I don't know why I have a problem with that. So yeah, so got this all sitting out from breakfast, an empty thing of orange juice, a birthday card. Picked this up at the grocery store today. It kind of caught my eye. Bliss. Bliss hot pepper sauce. You know, it seems like it's from it's actually from a brewing company. So that's interesting, and it's, let's see what it says here. It's a blend of 3 premium chilies, and the thing about it that's cool is it's aged in barrels with years of flavor infusion. So I don't know, it seemed like it was from a small, maybe independent person or company doing it, so it was not cheap. It was like $7 for the bottle, but I love hot sauce and sauces of all kinds, so I picked it up. My freaking travel bag's still here with all my travel goods. I just usually keep them in there so I can throw them back in the suitcase. And I did one of those things where I went to the grocery store when I was hungry, so I bought weird stuff like mini meat sticks. I really need to eat better. And then my pantry is just, and I bought Chex Mix and chips and all kinds of stuff. I really need to not go to the store when I'm hungry because I buy junk when I do that. But to be fair, I bought chicken breast and vegetables and all kinds of stuff for stir fry, so it could have been worse. Uh-oh, here comes Cat again. He wants to get my root beer, don't you? But anyway, and then this is all still here from a long time ago. Well, this is fairly new. This is the Core 1100 case from Fractal that I have to get reviewed. And, excuse me, gassy. I can eat those sausage sticks. And then the replacement Kraken X61 arrived today. And excuse me again, this is the day after I recorded the 13th TUVlog, where I mentioned that I was going to have to close out the review with the broken unit. Well, thankfully this one arrived just in time, because it had been one day later, it would have been too late. And then I also mentioned I had a lot of fans from Noctua. I was not kidding. They sent me a whole slew of fans. So I don't even know what all these are. These are all 80 millimeters, but they're 3 different types of 80 millimeter fans, as well as 92 millimeter fans, and then this 140 millimeter U-type tower cooler, and 120 millimeter U-type tower cooler. So those are actually pretty highly rated. I'm looking forward to seeing how those perform. I've yet to get something from Noctua that I wasn't impressed with. You know, I gotta be honest, it's nice when good companies send you things, because it's kind of uncomfortable when something isn't great. I mean, for example, NZXT has been super, super good to me. And in fact, I'm gonna show another thing that they sent for review that'll be coming up. You know, but I'm gonna have to call out the X61 on, you know, the fact that I had an X60 and then an X61. Maybe I just have a dark cloud over me when it comes to the large coolers, the all-in-ones with NZXT, but my luck with them hasn't been fantastic. And actually, if this X61 doesn't work, it's gonna be kind of an ugly review. But, you know, as great as they are, you know, I speak it how it is and I say how it is, so. Good performer, what am I talking about? Can't get my words out. Good performer, the X61, is just loud. And I have a feeling that, you know, with the bearing, it sounded like the bearing was going bad, that it wasn't gonna have a real long lifespan. So hopefully that one's better, but you know, I call it how it is. Let's go into the darkness. All right, so this box I have to save to get the other X61 back to NZXT. And, all right, here we go. Oh, that's kind of heavy. Oh boy, okay. Okay, here's the other thing that NZXT sent, and I didn't even know this was coming. This is the S340. This is their new case, and you can see on the graphic on the front here They have some very nice cable management running to their GPU there. It looks like a reference GTX card. And then they're showing that they have their, looks like the Kraken X61 mounted on the front of the case, and then the tubing running. So they're kind of giving you a diagram here for the optimum setup for the internals of this case. And then I'll turn it around, and it's the same thing on the other side, just in white. To show that option. So I'm not actually sure what the hell's even in here, if it's the white case or the black case. I haven't looked at it enough to really know, but it's a very unique case design, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. So yeah, other than that, just kind of spending tonight getting tidied back up again, being back home. Look at the grass mowed, probably do it this weekend. It's supposed to be in the 70s, it's gonna be super nice. That always puts me in a good mood. And you know, when it's like 70s during the day and then chilly at night, so you can open the windows and curl up under the blankets. Best thing about fall. So all that said, I'm gonna get caught up, get cleaned up, make some nice dinner for myself, get the office cleaned up a little bit, get ready for the X61 review tomorrow. So I'll probably remove the old X60 or X61 review. I'll take the old X61 out tonight, pack it up, get it ready to go. Oh yeah, and this is kind of random and off topic, but I always laugh when I get stuff from Noctua because it's always packed in, it always comes fine. But it's in a box that's always like very awkwardly closed and taped in a lot of different places with, you know, the Rascom tape from, you know, the distributor that they use. So I always I can spot a Noctua delivery a mile away. That may take like 2 weeks to get to me. All right, it's looking pretty good in here. I've got to say the house is now nice and clean finally. So compared to earlier, a few days ago, much better now. Counters are cleaned, floor is clean, oven is clean, everything looks good. So yeah, now this is the point in the day where I kick the cat in the head at least 7 or 8 times because he just can't stop getting up under my feet. So anyway, excuse me. You see all the stuff over here. This is the collection of things to review plus some things I already have. I've got a few more things in my office. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the Fractal Design Core 1100. So I actually requested this case before I did the budget gaming builds, and I was kind of hoping maybe to use it if I could get one in as a review sample and then use a different case and kind of compare and contrast a little bit, but that didn't work out. But hey, better late than never, it's still here. And then I got a couple of coolers from Noctua to take a look at still. And again, I mentioned this one last time, this NZXT S340. Really excited to take a look at that. So yeah, just, you know, really enjoying having it clean in here. Here's something that's interesting though. Now to show you when I do this, going down the dark hollows of the hallway, it's very echoey. This right here is one of those mattresses that you can get on Amazon. It is the Signature Sleep that you pretty much unroll. You cut like 3 layers and then it just like folds out and then inflates and becomes an 8-inch queen mattress. And then I've got some new sheets up here to put on the bed. I decided to go with light blue this time. I got tired of the beige. And yeah, the office is all cleaned up as well. So got a couple of graphics cards here, 780 and a 280X Radeon, which I'll probably use this in one of the builds coming up later, maybe in that NZXT case. And then right now, I believe this is the Intel, I can tell by what GPU's in it. Yeah, this is the Intel budget build, sitting up there with the really low profile Noctua cooler on it. And then this is the build that I'm going to probably take apart today to put in the Core 1100 or whatever it was, because I need to show a completed build in that system, so I'll have to dismantle that one to do that. And then the computer with the finally working NZXT X61. So nice to have that done, and you know, I left the computer running, which I didn't think I did. So let me see, I bet it's stuck shutting down. So I don't know what happened, the computer just turned on. I have a feeling that maybe, I don't know, maybe the button just got bumped, but I know I shut it down last night, so that's weird. Another thing that's been strange is my shift key is just missing periodically. Like I'll be typing, and I'm noticing it especially when I'm editing, especially when I was doing the graphs in Illustrator. because holding down shift and then doing the arrow keys does the larger jumps, whereas the arrow keys just do the smaller ones, and it was like doing large jumps and then doing small jumps, but I've been holding down shift the whole time. So I'm not sure if something's going on with my key or the keyboard starting to go on me, but this is that the Poseidon keyboard, whatever it is. I can never remember exactly what it is, but so I don't know what's going on there, and I tucked the mixer away a little bit back there, but yeah, so here's the view from my desk. Not too shabby. If I got somebody over there, I can see what they're doing and can see outside. Got some natural daylight that comes in, and I got my nice speakers here, so that's always good. And then of course I can spy on the cat who's hiding out in the hallway. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to do the case review, type up some notes and things like that, and get this thing disassembled so I can knock that out tonight. And maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow, I'll do the big mattress unveiling. Oh, my window's really messed up. My blinds are jacked. Well, all right, got the lights set up. The camera is ready to go. See if I can zoom in on that. Zoom on this is slow. How close can we get? There we go. So that's why I love having this screen. Wow, really jumpy. There we go. It allows me to actually see myself when I'm recording, so I can see if I'm framed correctly. My energy drink in the background there, because I'm super tired. I know, not the healthiest thing. But anyway, so getting ready to film. Got the field recorder right here ready to go. So battery's about halfway down, need to watch that. There is one check that I always do now. Gotta make sure my fly is zipped after I run the mic through my shirt and back out the back. So I didn't do that one time. And let me tell you, you guys called me on it. You called me on it a lot. So I always check that now. So you only make that mistake once. Well, I just finished the Fractal Design Core 1100 case review, and you can see kind of had some Mickey D's. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so I'm not real proud of that, but I didn't get dinner, so I was hungry and I wanted to get something to eat. But here's the finished case. The review for it should be up by the time this video is out, so check that out if you're interested. But just a very basic, small, I mean, there's my hand, you know, it's a small case. And no frills, but if that's what you're looking for, boom, I think it's a pretty sharp little case, I really do. So, got that finished. Here's the, I don't mean anything by having it next to the trash can, but here's the Speco one from Corsair. Also not a bad case, just a little bit more out there on the look. So it's kind of got that military class look to it that's the overused buzzword anymore. And then here's the camera and the aftermath of the review, so I gotta put everything back in the box and clean up a little bit, and had to bust out the box for the motherboard because I had to get the mounting bracket back because I had to ditch the Hyper 212 because it doesn't fit in this case. It barely fit in the Speco one, so that didn't surprise me. But and then yeah, got the lights sitting here, and look at this. Look how much attention this cat wants all the time. It's amazing. He just always wants stuff. He's like, "You were talking to yourself a lot tonight, Dad. Why are you doing that?" So anyway, I've been watching a show called Boss on Netflix with Kelsey Grammer. So any Cheers / Frasier fans out there, you know Kelsey Grammer. It's not too bad, I have to say. It's not great, but I'm running out of things to watch on Netflix that are series. So finished Trailer Park Boys, and I love that. That was hilarious. So I may watch some of the movies that are out there now for that. I made a few. The cat is going to knock over stuff up here. He's just really being obnoxious tonight. So anyway, I'm going to get back to that, and then tomorrow, I'm going to bust out that mattress. That should be fun. Recording from the office this morning, I decided, you know, I was going to do something in the car, and then I was like, you know, the car, it's hard to hear in the car, so I figured I'd just get to work and then kind of go from there. So, yeah, the X61 I had, that was bad. NZXT sent me a FedEx return information. So I apologize ahead of time to NZXT. It's going to take a while for me to get that thing back to you because apparently you have to drop it off at a FedEx location for them to print the label with the RMA barcode. And quite frankly, that's just, it's kind of out of my way. So it's going to take me a few more days before I get to dropping that off somewhere. But the good news is, brought Chewy Spree. So if you follow my Twitter account at all, you noticed I was snacking on these in bed the other night kind of late. Really not healthy, but these are kind of hard to find, so, and I don't know why, at least around Indianapolis they are. So I ended up ordering like a 12-pack of those bags off of Amazon, which probably wasn't the best idea. But anyway, now I've got a ton of them, and I
I kind of half jokingly, half seriously reached out to NatureBox and said, if you want to maybe send me some healthier snacks, I would probably review them. I would open the box and eat them on the channel, because I gotta start snacking on better stuff than Chewy Spree. I do have some pistachios, though. I do enjoy snacking on pistachios. That's mostly because you can suck the salt off of them. See what else? Oh yeah, fountain pen. So I'll actually get a closer up video of this, because I'm sure this isn't going to focus. This camera isn't going to be able to, I don't know, I can't see what it's doing, but I doubt it's focusing on that. So if it didn't, I'll get a close-up view of it. But yeah, it's a disposable fountain pen, which is kind of interesting. Hadn't seen that before. So when I was younger, I liked to play with fountain pens, and I don't know why. I'm into kind of stationary stuff. It's kind of geeky, pens and paper and things like that. But hey, there's a whole section on Mass Drop for it, so I'm not alone. And I saw these came up on there, so I looked on Amazon. They were actually less than Mass Drop on Amazon, so I ordered a box of 12 of them. And every time someone comes to my office and sees me using this, they're like, oh, where'd you get that? Is that a disposable fountain pen? And some of the younger peeps here don't even know what this is. I mean, they're clueless. And as a matter of fact, yeah, I thought I had this around. I've actually got a, just, I guess, model quill. I mean, I think if you tried to actually write with this, I don't think it would work, but it's got a tip on it, and, it's the early fountain pen, It's how it, old school. I don't know why I have this. An old coworker gave it to me kind of as a joke, but I should, I should take this and tape it to here, make it look like I'm actually writing with the old-fashioned quill. But yeah, can you imagine back in the day having to dip in an inkwell, write like one word, and then having to dip again? Those people were on old ships, rocking back and forth, probably half starving to death, totally malnutrition, writing letters home, not knowing if they'll ever get there. Just like Assassin's Creed, right? Oh, speaking of that, the console wars thing, I'm like going back in time a year to when the Xbox One and the PS4 were getting ready to launch, and the whole battle was getting ready to ensue. But now, Microsoft stepped up the game a little bit, took down the non-Kinect version, the price on that, down to $349. Or, no, yeah, is that right? Yeah, $349.99, so $350. And that's with the bundle, so you can do like the Assassin's Creed bundle or the Sunset Overdrive bundle. And a lot of people are getting kind of upset about it, especially on the PlayStation 4 side, which, who cares? I mean, it's a good thing for the consumer, because Sony's probably going to answer back with some kind of bundle or some deal. Anytime you get this price war going on, that's always a good thing. And I think sometimes, I think a lot of people that watch this channel are probably PC gamers mostly. And it's easy to lose sight of the fact that there's some people out there that just don't want to deal with a gaming PC. They don't want to build a PC. They don't want to spend the money to buy a decent gaming PC, which tends to be more expensive than building it yourself most of the time. And some people just want a console where they can sit on their couch, which I know with a gaming PC you can do that. I do it with my home theater PC, especially with the NVIDIA streaming now from my 4790K. But there are times when I really do just enjoy sitting down in front of my PlayStation 3 and playing an exclusive like Ni no Kuni or an RPG, or sitting down with my Wii U and playing Mario Kart 8 or Mario 3D World. I do console game. I actually console game more than I PC game. So, if there's enough exclusives that come out for Xbox One, I'm not saying I'll never buy one, and I'm sure I'll probably end up buying a PS4 at some point, because I'm a huge Final Fantasy fanboy, and that may, if that ends up being an exclusive, I don't know, but people, calm down, it's alright. We can be PC gamers and console gamers together, it's fine, it's not the end of the world. Sometimes you just want to sit down and just game, but I do miss the old days with the Super Nintendo when you just plug in the cartridge and go. Because I tried to play my Wii U the other day, which it's my fault, and I think there's a setting where I can turn this on so I don't have to deal with this, but I turned it on and it went through the automatic, it went through the automatic update, and that's really annoying because it took like an hour. So by the time it finished doing it, I didn't really feel like doing whatever I was going to do. So I was like, I can play Mario Kart later, and then didn't play it, so now if I go to turn it on again, it's probably going to have to update again, but I know with the PlayStation and the Xbox, you can go in and turn on automatic updates in the background, which I need to do. And then finally, I gotta do some boring stuff. I've got to email. See, it's so old school, I can't even wrap my head around it. I've got to mail in a tax form because apparently the Indiana Bureau of Motor Vehicles overcharged me on my vehicle excise tax. So they owe me $200. So I'm gonna fill out the form and get my $200 back. So that's always good when money finds its way back to you. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else to report. Oh, spooky Halloween cat on my Bad Cat calendar. I don't know what I'm going to do next year for calendars. I got to come up with something, but I think other than that, I'm good. Tonight, I'm going to be editing the case video, the Fractal Core 1100, and Cooler Master just reached back out to me. I was kind of giving him a hard time. I said, NZXT and Noctua are all about sending me stuff, because my channel, and I do apologize for that, if you're not into cases and cooling devices, that seems to be primarily what I'm doing right now, but that's the products that I'm being sent for review. So that's what I'm focusing on. So if you want different stuff, let me know, and I'll keep reaching out to people. But I do have a couple of side projects coming up as well, like the, I need to get that NAS box done. I keep saying that, but yeah. Oh, and I just got my confirmation. I'm going to be staying at the JW Marriott Indianapolis for a night. Even though I live in Indianapolis, they still booked me a room for work for a 2-day-long meeting that I have next week. So I have to do another hotel room tour of that. It's a fairly new hotel. It's very iconic on the skyline. Can't really miss it if you're coming into town. It's right by the Victory Field Park and kind of by the convention center. So that'll be fun, I guess. Meeting won't be, but I always like seeing new hotels and how they stack up, and I'm kind of a snob about hotel customer service and stuff. That's why I got down on the Sheraton a little bit. But other than that, that's it. I got to get to work. Got to pull some stuff for year in review video, and yeah, there you go. Hopefully I'm not too washed out. It's a beautiful, sunny, crisp day. It's 39 degrees right now in Indianapolis, so fall is here.
You can hear the cat meowing. I'm standing in the dark. My watch really does get a good glow going to it when it's out in the sun, or even the clouds. I mean, it's super, super dark, but yeah, look at that. Just dug up my old Honeywell programmable thermostat, the original non-smart smart thermostat from back in the day, with the very simple instructions up here on how to program the thing. So yeah, I remember I was so pumped when I got this. I lived in my first apartment and it had a really old thermostat, and it was very, very crappy and just never had the right temperature. So I put this in so that I could have it turn off when I was gone for the day, and it had digital readout. And I kept it for some reason. I just figured maybe if I ever sold the house or something, I could put it back up. But a coworker of mine who just graduated from college and now lives in an apartment with a crappy thermostat was complaining about it, and I thought, you know, I think I still have my own Honeywell programmable. So looked around, dug it up, wiped it off with the Clorox wipe, and it's good as new. So maybe I'll do a video going over there and installing this thing. I don't know, we'll see. Stuff just runs through my head, but I'm glad I found this. Breathe some new life back into this old beast. Okay, so kind of a weird camera angle. I'm doing this by myself, but as promised, here's the rolled up queen mattress from Amazon for about 200 bucks. It comes delivered because it's in a tube. So I thought I would just kind of do a unboxing, unbagging, unrolling of a mattress. I wrestled the old one off the bed. It had a pillow top on it, which got all jacked up. The mattress is about 7.5 years old, so it was time to replace it anyway, because I couldn't flip it, which is a bummer. And that's why I like this one, because there's no pillow top attached. So hopefully I can just put one on myself and flip the mattress, move the pillow top, problem solved. So, got pretty good reviews. I thought I would document the unique unbagging process of this. So here we go. It's about to get real, that's what it's about. Alright, so, gotta slide this thing off. This would be a hell of a lot easier with two people. Cutting very carefully not to cut the mattress. Okay. Ah, jumping with scissors, really unsafe. Never said I was a role model. Alright, so second bag. It says here, warning to avoid danger of suffocation. Keep this bag away from babies. It's on there pretty good. Ah, yeah, alright. Starting to spring to life. And last but not least, okay. So here's the star of the show now. The mattress. So I'm going to unroll it. Now keep in mind, this thing's heavy as hell. It's as heavy as a queen-size mattress. It's just really compacted right now. So when I get it into place, seeing some really awkward angles here. As much as I can. That's pretty close. Now, it's time to cut off this bag, which is what's keeping this thing compressed. You can hear it hissing because I poked a little bit of a hole in it. So once I do this part, just like that, you have a mattress. So now I just gotta get this plastic bag off. And now, I believe it says that this thing takes a few hours to fully come to be, fully spring back up, because all the springs were compressed and all the foam inside of it was compressed. So it's gonna take a few hours. I got the new nice high thread count sheets in the washer so I can put some fabric softener on them. Get them smelling all nice. This feels like a dream though. Let's take a lie. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's so nice. So much better than the giant sinkhole that was in the middle of that mattress, which wasn't firm anymore. I'd try to sleep on that one, and I'd start out like this, and in the middle of the night I'd just be like, "Ugh." I mean, it's an 8-inch mattress. You can get them up to, I think, 10 or 12, but, you know, I'm going to put a pillow top on it, so that'll add a couple of inches. But for $200, I mean, you can't go wrong. This thing feels pretty comfy, and it's not even fully blown back up, I guess. So there you have it. That is a weird unboxing for Tech Uploaded. We're unbagging. Don't make fun. I said bagging, I know. But yeah, so there it is. Like I said, no frills, just getting the job done. Got my MacBook Air over there. Got my remotes, my Kindle, which is really dusty. You can see how much I read. Then my iPad needed charged. And then all of my pillows, so got to get a new comforter at some point here as well. And then I've got my best friend in the winter right here, my heated blankie. Heated blanket is awesome. I have the controls for it over here, so I can set it to like 2 or 3 and then go to sleep. And what I actually like to do is in the winter even, as long as it's, you know, 40 or above, I actually like to keep a window kind of cracked. And you can see in the late summer, I was keeping my air conditioning off and using this window fan. So I like to keep the window cracked and then hide under all the blankets. It's not the most energy efficient thing, but it feels really nice. So I've got my Fractal Design Core 1100 case with my AMD 760K FM2 processor in there and an AMD Radeon R9 270. And look at that, it looks nice there. It's very nice. It's so small, look how small it is. But it fits nice on the secondary desk, doesn't take up a lot of room. And I got the Valley Benchmark running here, and say what you want about the FM2 and FM2 Plus platform and the Athlon chips and the APUs and the Kavari and all that jazz. This is with an R9 270 and at 760K running at 4 gigahertz. And look at that, not a bad frame rate. This is 1080 with everything turned all the way up on the Valley Benchmark. And it's running pretty smooth. I mean, come on, this is a pretty budget build here. And you can see the temperature is 70 degrees on the GPU. And this has been running for probably 10, 15 minutes maybe. Well, all right, there's the finished product. The sheets are out of the dryer. The mattress is fluffed up. And these pillows are actually new. I got these for my birthday, so they are less than a month old. So I got everything fluffed up in the pillowcase. And it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm excited to have my first night's sleep on a new mattress that's not all bowed down in the middle and uncomfortable. It's definitely shorter than my old mattress was, but I'm going to add a pillow top to it, and that will make things a little bit fluffier. But I just need to find a good one. And then the old mattress is still sitting up over there. I got to take that out somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't tip over on me in the middle of the night, because that will scare the shit out of me. So yeah, there you go. Need to do something about that headboard. It's a little loose. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. I gotta go to sleep right now. I've been up way too late. These new pillows are nice. This one is like a Egyptian goose down, and then this one's just some foam material. But they're both super comfy. Good night. Well, all right, it's the next day, and had a very nice night's sleep last night. I'm very refreshed. It was nice not having a weird lump in my mattress and being all torn up. So that said, I'm having a very productive week on the channel. I'm really happy about it. I just recorded another video, my 3rd video, I believe this week. Is that right? Let's see, Tuesday I did the case review, and then did I do something else? I feel like I did something else. Oh, the X61, the Kraken X61. Can't remember if that was this week or last week, but anyway, A lot of stuff, feeling good about it, and losing track of time, as you can see. So here's the thing with my videos, though. I've got to be diligent about this, too, because if I mess this up, then I don't know where anything is. So this is the low light aftermath of taping. So as you see, I've got all kinds of cable ties and stuff all over the place. Here's the network card that was in the FreeNAS box. I just finished upgrading that, so I didn't need it anymore because the server board that I used has a very nice Intel NIC built into it, server level of course. So what I need to do is I've got to take all of the stuff that is still needed and put that back in the motherboard box. That is always my rule. So I take everything, even down to the little, let's see, is it down here? Yeah, I gotta find it. It's around here somewhere. But the little cap that goes on the CPU, I put that in there too in case I need to seal the board back up. For example, I have it for this board. This was the ASRock board that was in there before, the non-server ASRock board. So I've got to take this apart now and put the Core i3 back in the box and then put the memory somewhere and then make sure I pack this back up properly so that, and including the backplate, so I know where everything is. I also put the screws for whatever case I'm using in that box as well. That just saves me a lot of trouble. Here's the box for that board. This was actually, I think, an 1155. Yep, this was an 1155 board. So here's all my Intel chips now. It's really dark in here, I apologize for that, but a lot of Intel chips, 2 AMD chips. And I've got the motherboard down here that I was using when I did the rebuild for the case review. So I got some cleaning up to do in here, and I still need to eat dinner, and it's 10 o'clock at night. And oh yeah, and here's the power supply that was originally in the NAS box, but I had to switch it out for a 550 watt because this one only had, I think, 4. Yeah, it had 4 eSATA of power, so that wasn't cutting it. I needed 5, and I'm probably gonna add another drive maybe down the road when I do a major upgrade to it in the future. So then I'll need that 6th one as well. Let's see what else is going on. So I'm going to copy all that data over to the computer tonight. I will edit it tomorrow, so the FreeNAS 2.0 video will be up tomorrow evening, if all goes well. The editing shouldn't be too bad on that one. It was pretty straightforward, just working in the small space. Cut up my hands a little bit doing it. All that said, I ordered a pillow top mattress too. Big, thick, nice one from, I guess, that the Marriott hotels use. So I'm excited about that, and I'll be able to compare and see if it really is, because now I'm spending 2 nights at the JW Marriott next week, Wednesday night and Thursday night, so I probably definitely won't be recording as many videos next week as I did this week, simply because even though I'm in town, I'm kind of out of town because I'm staying downtown. There's a lot of town references. So I'm going to be doing that. Arm's getting tired. And yeah, so anyway, I'll be able to compare the pillow top mattress though, because the JW Marriott's supposed to be pretty classy. We'll see if it's just as good. So now I've got to get on this computer and go through and actually, this is the old FreeNAS link. So I'm going to disconnect from that. And then I'm going to map a network drive. So there you can see, there's the mapped network drive, and there's my capture that I copied over as a test. So now what I need to do is go through and copy all of my music back over. The reason I'm doing that is I keep all of my music on my FreeNAS so that I can access it from any device in the house. So I can do it from the family room, or I can do it from the secondary computer over there, which is kind of pointless since it's right here and I've got these nice speakers, but hey, it's available, and the Mac can even see it if I turn on the Mac share, so it's just nice to have all of it in the same place. So I almost forgot, big news. I officially cut the cord today. I no longer have cable television. I just have cable internet now, and that's still $89 a month, and that's with me stepping down from the Bright House Lightning 90 to Lightning 60. So I think my uploads are down from 10 megabits to 5 now, and 60 obviously on the download, but the uploads, the reason I had 90s for the upload being at 10 was really nice, but you know, 5 will work too. It was going to be over $100 a month for that 90 without cable, of course, because they're like, oh, you cut cable, then we're going to jack your rate on the internet. And if I had another option for internet, I would take it, but I don't. The only other thing would be DSL, and that's totally unacceptable speed-wise, and it's AT&T. So anyway, I ordered an antenna to put in my attic, so I'm going to go ahead and install that when it gets here, and then I've got pre-run cables up there, so I'll be able to run a cable to that, and then in the family room I've got a switch. I'm going to run an HD home run dual for over the air, And then I'll still be able to use Windows Media Center to do the DVR functions. I'll be able to record 2 channels at once from over-the-air television. So it's still a pretty nice setup. And most of what I watched on TV was on network anyway. So saving about $75 a month by doing it, and that feels good. That's crazy, $75 a month. That's almost an entire year of Netflix per month for cable that I hardly even watched. Should have done it a long time ago. All right, I am doing another iPhone hotel room video, which means the video is probably super blurry and not in focus because the freaking iPhone never focuses on my face. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking to the phone because I have no idea what this looks like. I can kind of step over like to a mirror and kind of look at myself and see if it's okay, but I don't know, I can't tell. So anyway, the room is super nice. I'm at the JW Marriott in Indianapolis. I'm not even out of town. I'm just staying here because we had a meeting today, and at the end of the meeting they had an open bar. So lots of people are getting super drunk. I don't drink, so I'm actually just, I was already up at 5. It's 9, a little after 9 now, so I decided just to come up to the room and relax and get some sleep because I present tomorrow at 8 a.m., which I could probably say whatever because everybody's going to be hungover, but, you know, what are you going to do? You got to get some rest. If you're not drinking, you got to be sleeping. Compared to the Sheraton Dallas, this is a huge step up. And when I first walked into the room, it was super nice. And there's a little touches that they did that really just, as far as customer service goes, is classy to me. It sets it apart from some of the rest. So go ahead and take a look at the room now. So I walked in the room and turned on this fancy light right here and checked out my coffee station, which is right in the door here. There's in the closet as well. And yeah, you got this box full of all your coffee goods. You got a little cookie in there, some tea, 2 different kinds of coffee, some cups, more stuff down here, and then they turn on this little night light in the bathroom so you can find your way in case you really have to go and you don't have time to do that. Then you got the toilet, fancy painting. Hey, look at me. You got the sink. And this is a really nice faucet. Look how smooth the water comes out of this. Ooh. A plethora of various hand things. You got lotion, face wash, conditioner for your hair, shampoo, mouthwash, a bar of soap, more soap, nice big shower. So that's nice to see. And it looks like it's one of those fancy showers where it has the jets coming out there as well as at the top. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. And the door is actually like kind of sort of frosted, so you can see if someone is in the bathroom, which, I mean, you should probably know that if you're sharing a hotel room. But anyway, so there was that, and then I kind of wandered in here and I was like, oh look, there's a little light on, and this was the only thing on in the room when I walked in. That one wasn't on yet. And they're shining it on a little bottle of water, letting me know that that's mine. And then it says, "Sweet dreams. We're delighted that you stayed with us." And there's 2 chocolates, and it tells me what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. So I guess it's going to be kind of cloudy. So yeah, the rest of the room. Turn on a little more light here. Turn on this lamp as well. There we go. It's a little bit better. So got a nice TV. Looks like a 42 or 46 inch probably, with my car keys underneath of it. Then you got this little desk area right here. So you got a chair, and then you can actually pull an additional desk out if you need a work area and put it over by the window or wherever. And then you got a bunch of counter space up here. Looks like the room. What is this? Is this the room service book? Ooh, look at that. Race flag, because it's Indianapolis, and a lot of the Indy 500 people stay here. All the different stuff for your connectivity, TV channel guide, internet access. Just very well laid out. Let's see here. Got the phone. That's usual and customary. Got a nice little chair area over here. It's kind of dark. The bed, which is a nice big, I believe that is a king-size bed, is what they said. Yeah, that rhymed. With a really fancy headboard. Look at that. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. And it's got these wood accents on it. Starbucks thing. And then here, this is going to be hard to see. I'm going to try to close this behind me so the low light kicks in. But that is downtown Indianapolis. I am on the 30th floor of the hotel, so I'm kind of looking out over all of downtown. And it's going to be hard to see. But over there, that is Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts. So yep, there it is. The room itself is very nice. And it's these little touches like this, putting the light on the water bottle. I don't know why, but I think that's classy. All right, so that's going to be the close of a very long TU vlog. If you made it this far, congratulations. That was many weeks condensed into one vlog. So yeah, good job. I kind of even skipped this week. I didn't really record anything. So last Thursday, today's November 13th, so it's a Thursday now. Last Thursday I recorded from my hotel room at the JW Marriott, and I said that I had a presentation the next morning. So before that presentation, the chief executive of the company actually got up with me and, you know, thankfully promoted me to Director of Communications. So that's pretty cool. You know, anybody that's been following this channel for a while knows that I've been extremely busy since June, and it's been really hard to kind of stay up on things. So that promotion was very welcome. So I'm honored and excited to take on the new challenge with that role. And the really good news is I should be able to hire somebody now to work underneath me. So hopefully I can get a little more free time as soon as I get that done, because the hours that I've been working have been pretty crazy. I'm going to be traveling back and forth to New York quite a bit. So, you know, it's still going to be tough to make time for the channel, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to stop doing Tech Uploaded. It probably won't be as regular as I was in the first few months of the channel. So that said, I got some reviews to do. That's going to be my focus. Anything that I get as a review sample, I'm going to give priority. So not as many fun videos for me necessarily, little project videos like my NAS box, but I've got quite a few things to review. I've got a few products from NZXT, including an S340 case, another H440, possibly some products from Razer. I've got some things from Noctua, a couple of coolers and some fans. So I'm going to knock some of those out this weekend, get those videos up for you, and hopefully with the holidays coming and some vacation time I have, I should be able to get enough time to knock out quite a few vids between now and the end of the year. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about, you know, the new career opportunities and the new challenges ahead, and I'm excited to keep the channel going. So I'm going to keep doing the vlogs, keep doing the video reviews, and try to work in, you know, some personal projects here and there. I'm going to do an AMD build in the H440, because that's probably going to be a Christmas gift for somebody, so I'm excited to do that one. And yeah, all that said, as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, the vlog, the long vlog, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button. I'm not going to go through all the other ways to find me, but you can find it in the video description below, so go ahead and check that out for the link to my Twitter, Facebook, email, and all that good stuff. So, even though I'm kind of been a stranger, and probably will still be a little bit here and there, you try not to be. Check back soon.